Well, I'm Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and today I'm out at the Gulf National Seashore. I know it doesn't look like seashore behind me, but that's what this area is. It's actually a swampy area, and we've been looking for some gators. There's warning signs around here about gators. Haven't seen any yet, though. Only seen some turtles and dragonflies so far. So, what I want to talk about, though, is Blizzard has announced that it is required to have an authenticator to deal in the real money auction house, which, that's great. I think that's so required. That alone is going to reduce a bunch of fraud because when people are not anonymous, they behave better. And the authenticator helps remove some anonymity. Now, also, there's going to be some things of hooking up your payment methods and everything, and payouts is really through one Blizzard method and then through PayPal. And there is some extra verifications that are going to happen in those areas. Now, this, I don't know, sometimes I don't know what Blizzard's thinking, because the truth of the matter is that the that real money trade is one of the highest fraud things there are. It's so high that there's a lot of payment methods who will not allow you to sell through it. They just absolutely deny that kind of payment method. And so, in fact, they don't care how many millions of dollars worth you sell a year. They deny you. I've run into that with my game card code sales. And so, I think that Blizzard really has a challenge on their hands here, and I'm really interested to see what their fraud rates are. I'm thinking, though, I'm not going to have access to that information, but I can tell you this, that one time we made a mistake. This mistake had to do with money bookers. And money bookers is much like PayPal, mostly popular in Europe, but it also has a US presence. And the money bookers, they told us that they were going to cover this fraud for them. They were going to cover all of our fraud, and that they would charge us a certain amount to do this. Well, what happened was we kept saying, we're taking all these losses. What the hell's going on? When are you guys going to get your stuff together? And they kept talking about that they're going to get it all together and everything. Well, it didn't work. And I'm sure that they're much better nowadays, but back when we tried this, it was one of the first times that they tried any virtual sales. And it's lovely that there's cars going by, but you can't always pick the best locations. So we let them continue on, and it continued on for about 3 months. And what it boiled down to was that the losses were at 50%. Incredible, 50%. So for every dollar that was spent with us, 50 cents was lost. And so that was kind of an accidental test or showing of what kind of money can be lost in virtual item sales. And now the virtual items in these were game codes, not swords and currency in the game or anything like that. But it just goes to show how much fraud there is, and it's one of the reasons why we're so anal about who we accept as a customer with Marky Dragon game codes that I own. I have actually told people that have been denied. I've told them, I'm sorry, you didn't make it into the club. Because it's really like that. It's like an elite club sometimes. I'm sorry, but your bank account just didn't look good enough. To use a little play on the whole thing of not getting into a club because you're ugly. Not saying that our customers are ugly. I'm just saying that we couldn't get everything to come together to be comfortable with it, and so didn't make it in the club. Anyway, Blizzard, I am looking forward to seeing how this works out and whether or not, when it gets implemented, that people are able to cash out right away. I actually believe that it's probably going to take a while, or there'll be some hiccups to where they'll stop and say no cash outs, and then some time will go by while they figure things out, and then they'll implement it again, and we may go back and forth a few times like that. I know Blizzard won't want to work that way, but I know that it is possible. So anyway, that's my thoughts on it. Share your thoughts on it, on how the Real Money Auction House is going to work. I look forward to hearing what you have to say, and maybe you'll give us a little bit more to talk about. I'm Marky Dragon. Take care. Oh, one other thing. I did not bring any codes with me to show on camera, and I'm out here filming today. Wow. How about one of the people who comments is going to get a What the Fast code. It's a full 30-day access advanced code. It gives you the full meal deal. And I'm just going to randomly choose one of the commenters to win this. And I'll put a link in the description to What the Fast so the rest of you can check it out. It is, however, it does cost money, but do a trial of it, because for many of you who have any sort of lag issues, it may very well help. It doesn't help everyone, but for many of you that have lag issues, it may very well help. And it's well worth it when your gameplay is such a better experience. So anyway, one of you guys who comment within the next few days, I'll choose one of you at random. I'll show you how I do it in some future videos, and we'll take it from there. So I'm Marky Dragon. Take care.